Street Talk! Yeah!
Welcome to Street Talk. I'm your host, Jason, and this is for Monday, December the 8th. Well, I think most of the games went how we would have predicted them to go on Sunday, so hopefully everybody still has their streak intact. And we turn our attention to Monday Night Football, as requested by one of our favorite viewers out there. Green Bay Packers hosting the Atlanta Falcons. The prop is, will Green Bay win by 15 or more versus any other result? Well, check of the line. Opened up at Green Bay minus 11, 11.5, moved up to 12, 12.5, now all the way up to 13. Now, I can almost assure you it won't get to the key number, and I can basically guarantee you it won't cross the key number. So we're getting a few points here if we go with any other result versus the Vegas betting line. Well, over under for the game 55.5. That's sort of key because Green Bay is averaging 40 points at home, really blown some teams out. They had a shot to do that versus the Patriots. They couldn't get it done. They did win the game, but really it took a key third down late in the game for the Packers to pull that game out, or else the Patriots would have gotten the ball back with a chance to win. But none of that matters when they're facing the 5-7 Atlanta Falcons, division leading 5-7 Atlanta Falcons. Surprisingly, Atlanta at one point in the season had lost 6 games out of 7. Somehow they're still in first place because of how putrid the NFC South is. Well, Aaron Rodgers, basically otherworldly at this point. 32 touchdowns, 3 interceptions on the year. At home, 20 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Playing at a level we really rarely, if ever, get to see quarterback play at. Now, as I mentioned, Atlanta had lost 6 out of 7, but they've turned it around recently. Winners of 3 out of their last 4. And during that time, the defense has really stepped up, allowing under 20 points a game in those contests. I don't think they're going to get that low of a number versus the Packers, especially with the Packers right now clicking on all cylinders. Packers 6-0 straight up at home, 5-0-1 against the spread. So really a juggernaut all the way around. Their defense, well, it's not that great for the Packers, but that's almost all offset by their offense. They're 28th versus the rush and 11th versus the pass. Atlanta just slightly better versus the rush, 21st versus the rush, but 32nd, last in the league versus the pass. That is not a good formula when you're going up to against one Mr. Aaron Rodgers. So Atlanta looking to become the first team since the 2010 Seahawks to win a division with a losing record, because at this rate, that's where we're heading for the NFC South. But as far as this game goes, key matchup. Sam Shields, cornerback for Green Bay, is possibly out with a concussion. On the flip side of that, Atlanta possibly gets Roddy White back. So will they have Julio Jones and Roddy White to go? Maybe. I don't see the Packers losing this game, but for me, 15 points is a lot to lay for this prop. I'm going to go with any other result for the green. I would say if you have a high streak, probably avoid this, because let's face it, if you pick any other result and the Packers are up 82-0 at halftime, you'll probably feel pretty dumb, and deservedly so. But I do think the Atlanta offense is just potent enough. They are 6th in the league passing. Just potent enough to maybe get a backdoor cover, a garbage touchdown or 2 late in the 4th. Maybe the game's out of hand and Aaron Rodgers isn't even playing, and Matt Ryan's still out there bombing it away to Julio Jones and Roddy White. So Steven Jackson hasn't really been able to get on track. It's basically going to fall totally on the shoulders of Matt Ryan. I think he gets enough late to keep it within 15. I don't feel very confident about it, but that's where I'm going to go for the green. Any other result. Hope you guys enjoy it. We'll see you next time on Street Talk.